Mohammed, yes, good afternoon. Danya, hello, how are you? Appreciate the nice weather. Yes. Did anyone trick you today? You know, it's the 1st of April. Mohammed, okay, are you done on it on exam? I'm going to check, just a second. Hello. Okay, Mohammed, I can see that you are done. If you want to check it once more, for instance, you refer to a source, the World Health Organization, you could add the year. You could also check that you don't start a sentence with an and you could also check contracted forms. Instead of writing don't, you can write do not, but it looks very good. So I think, Mohammed, you can dedicate perhaps 10-15 minutes to the text before you hand it in again, and then you take your day off. So, Danya, Mohammed, Salam, Omid, hello. Ramin, I saw that you were already in exam. 1 more minute before it's 2 o'clock, then we will start. You can read on the whiteboard in the meantime. Okay, Mohammed. A few students are still missing, so just wait 30 more seconds and read on the whiteboard. Codes are sent on email. So the email that you gave when you that you registered when you entered exam is the email that would receive the code. So if you just enter your email, there will be a code for you probably. Okay. Danya, you can see it on your email, okay? Before you start writing, I know that you are eager to start writing. Just to get all this together from the very start. Goal, finish the essay today. So the goal today, it's the 4th lesson, is to finish your argumentative text. Hello, Nagin. So today you should finish. You always write your name in the chat at the beginning of the class and at the end of the class. If you need the instruction again, how to write the essay, I will go through the same PowerPoint again. If you're not interested, you just enter exam and you continue writing. Remember, 5 paragraphs, okay? Hello, Morina. Hello. And all essays I send through Urkund. Urkund is a system that scans through plagiarism. If you copy things on the internet, you will get stuck in this. So please write in your own words. If you use a source, revise for your source. Okay? After Easter, because this is the last class before Easter, we're going to do speaking and listening. And listening, I am right now investigating to listen to kind of, it's not a book, but there are short stories or episodes of 6 minutes of a story, and then you're going to answer some questions. So it's a kind of listening comprehension. And then we're also going to do, speaking. And I'm going to pick 1 student or 2 students every lesson, and I'm going to talk to you online, okay, like a national test, okay? Danya, you didn't get a code. Okay. Help with what? What do you need help with? So Danya, you didn't get a code. Okay, let me see. I can write your code, Danya. Let me see. Because I have two computers. So Danya, your code is where is it? TD. TMTD. WA. Hashtag. I can't do it. I don't know why. I do like this. Hashtag 66414. This is your code, Danya. Yes, Salam, I guess so. And Husai, did you have a question? No? All right. So, as you can see, I have all your texts here. I can see while you're writing. I can also see the words, how many times you have exited the text, gone back and forth. And if you have a message to me, I see it here in my chat. You can also write messages here, okay? So get started on exam. Is there anyone who hasn't got a code before I start with the introduction again to the essay? If anyone would like to listen. Is there anyone who hasn't got a code? Mohammed, okay. Mohammed, I have sent you a new code, okay. Khayam, welcome. Yes, I will give you a code, Khayam. And the code is your code is TM TD WA. So Khayam, you enter exam.net. Yes. Correct. You will finish your essay today. When you are done, reread it, check spelling. Do I use sources? Is it 300 to 500 words, etc., etc.? And after Easter, we will do speaking and listening. Okay, I'm going to now present again the argumentative text, the structure. If there is anyone who forgot, or if you have questions, you can ask your questions in the chat here. And if you're not interested, just start writing. I can see the Danya, Fatima, Lol, Mohammed, Morina, Negar, Omid, Husai, Ramin, and Salam that you are in. Omid, how many words? 300 to 500 words. Okay. So if you're interested in listening now, I'm going to go through the structure of this argumentative text. You remember that in an argumentative text, you have to stand up for or against something, and you should really be strong in your opinions and convince the reader, okay? So, this is the assignment. You have been invited by an English magazine, an Engelsk Tidning, to write an article, or rather an augmented text. So you choose one topic, and the text should be between 300 and 500 words. You can choose one of the texts in solid gold. Cars are disgusting, that you write an argumentative text against cars, or an argumentative text perhaps against convenience food, fast food, why you shouldn't eat fast food. Or based on the third text in solid gold, page 92-93, if you are against wars. And the fourth text, who can you trust, which is a little bit about abuse of power, etc., etc. Okay? So before you start writing, you write a mind map. Okay, I'm going to write about this topic, for instance, cars. I'm against cars. Perhaps you write cars. My first argument is going to be this. My second argument is going to be that. And the third argument is going to be this. Okay, so you start thinking before you write. The text should be divided into 5 paragraphs. Your first paragraph is the title of your text. For instance, cars are disgusting. You give an introduction and background. Introduction is to drag your reader into the text, to tempt your reader to want to read more. Background is a little bit more about facts. So if you write about cars, that you are against cars, perhaps you need to tell the reader why cars are bad. Use statistics, perhaps how much carbon monoxide or dioxide the car emission is per year in a country or per person, I don't know, statistics. And thesis, this is very important in an argumentative text. In your first paragraph, the last sentence is very clearly your statement or your opinion, your governing idea of the text. I'm strongly against cars, for instance. Khayyam, you can just listen to my introduction now. So you choose one of the 4 texts in the book that we have read. For instance, if you are against cars, like my example. Then you have your first argument, your second argument, your third argument, and conclusion. I will go through each of these now, okay? First, the title. Let's say that I'm going to write a text where I am against cars, okay? So my title is Cars Kill Us. Clear, right? In your introduction, your first paragraph, drag the reader into the text. For instance, you could use a quote. Cars are one of the pollutants that destroy our environment, claims Blake Nelson in the article, Cars Are Disgusting, from the book Solid Gold, okay? So this could be my introduction, and then I could also start with something personal instead. Our family has decided not to have a car because blah, blah, blah. In your first paragraph, you should also have some background information. Provide the reader with necessary background information, with facts, for instance. A recent report from the Car Institution in England, 2019, shows that 80% travel alone in their cars. Det här är inte sant, jag bara hittat på. This is just an example. So you give some statistics to the reader. Then the last thing in your first paragraph is your thesis statement. You're clear about your governing idea, that you are against cars. So, by prohibiting cars in the cities, we would breathe fresh air and live longer. Therefore, sell your car now. So this is your first paragraph. Title, introduction, background, and thesis statement. This is your first paragraph, okay? This presentation you find on It's Learning. Okay, then your paragraph, this is your introduction, then you have your argument 1, argument 2, and argument 3. For instance, your first argument perhaps is cars pollute the air, and then you tell the reader, why do cars pollute the air? What's so dangerous or nauseous about cars? Your second argument could be lead to many accidents. Driving a car is a risk because you risk your life and other people's lives. And you give examples of that. And your third argument, cars make you lazy. This could be your third argument. So instead of using the car, perhaps you could bike, you could walk to your job, or let the car be parked in the parking lot. And remember that one paragraph is always longer than 3 sentences. Okay? And finally, your fifth paragraph is conclusion. In your conclusion, you could just briefly repeat your thesis statement, sell your car now, or you could repeat your arguments again. So in conclusion, cars are bad because they make you lazy. There is always a risk of accidents, blah, blah, blah. So you kind of sum up, you conclude your text. So you choose one of these 4 texts from the book or topics, cars, or if you're against, for instance, fast food, or one of the other 2. You write on exam.net. And this is your 4th lesson now. Okay, so it's the last lesson. And you should write at least 100 words per lesson to get presence, attendance. Any questions? You can ask me in the chat on exam, or you can write here in this chat, okay? Salam, yes, I'm going to check your text. Khayam, förstod du vad jag menade? En argumenterande text om antingen att du är emot bilar, emot snabbmat, emot krig eller maktmissbruk. Okej? Då får du gå in på exam nu, Khayam. Ja, ni kan skriva nu, absolut. Absolutely. Continue writing. Khayam, do you have problems with your internet? Hashtag, I cannot write it. So Khayyam, you have a new code. I had to write hashtag because I cannot make hashtag. I don't know why. Okay, goodbye, Mohammed. You're done. Yes, Hussein, I will check. Let's see first. Negar. Okay, I'm checking your text. Let me see. Negar, try to use one source. Okay, could you use a source? Yes, I will check. Just a second. Yes. remember the title, Megan? Bad for you. I think you got some extra dots. Let's see, Megan. Your first argument is taxing fast food. So taxing, is that if taxing fast food is your first argument, perhaps you could add, well, are there more taxes on fast food today than other kind of ingredients on the market? And that could be the source that supports your first argument. The second argument, and your second argument, is it that Megan, I will write some comments in the chat on exam. Okay, a lot of people need help now, but remember, one argument, one idea. Don't mix. If your argument is that fast food is expensive, then you should just write about why it's expensive. How come it's expensive? It's cheaper to cook food at home. But. If one argument is that food is bad for your health, you should only discuss the issue about that it's bad for your health. Don't mix a lot of things. One argument, one idea, okay? I'm going to go through the list. A lot of people are asking, that's very good. First, Omid. Mm. Mm. Salam, if you write a source like Svenska Dagbladet, you write Svenska Dagbladet and then date between brackets. Så du skriver according to Svenska Dagbladet och så inom parentes datum när artikeln publicerades. Okej? Okay, I'll check Negins. Okay. Okay, Danya, I will check yours. Okay, I will put the PowerPoint here again. Remember that, as I said, one argument, one idea. Don't mix everything. No, just one thing. If cars are bad for the environment, you tell us why they're bad for the environment. Because there are greenhouse gases, because the trees die, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Your second argument. If your second argument is that cars make us lazy, you could talk about, okay, why they make us lazy, what the consequences are if we get lazy, perhaps we get obese, etc., etc. And the third one could be car accidents. And car accidents could also lead to handicap or killing other people. And if you get handicapped, that would be an expense for the society because you need a lot of help. So just one thing for one argument, okay? So here's an example of your first argument, your second argument, and third argument. If you write about cars. Negar, yes, I will check. Okay, Negar, you write your source in the text. For instance. According to, vad hade du där? Okay, so you revise to the text. According to Stadsmissionen, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Aha. Bra Negar. According to Naturskyddsföreningen. Stor bokstav bara på ämnet, Naturskyddsföreningen. Och mars, får du skriva March på engelska. Okej. Okay. Yes, Ramin, just a moment. Very good. It's getting better and better. I'm looking at your text while you're writing, and I'm glad that you ask a lot of questions. Okay. I would strongly suggest that you use at least one source, because otherwise it's more what you think, you as an individual, rather than research has shown or according to this article, etc., etc. Okay. Okej, jag fick en fråga, eller jag har fått flera frågor om källor. De redovisar ni för i texten. Så till exempel, om vi tar, jag kan skriva ett exempel på tavlan nu. Ska se. According to an article. Ja, nu kommer jag inte ihåg vad han hette. Vi säger George Blake. So if you have a name of the article, you write that, and you also write who wrote this article. I just invented something. George Blake. When was it published? If you have this information, you write it in the text. Okay, so you don't have to write after, but in the text you write your sources. Okay. All right, now we have just 3 minutes left, and I will go back to the initial page. Which is this one. And the goal today was to finish. You have had 4 lessons. I know that some of you perhaps missed a few classes. So therefore, if you did not finish today, I have studietid tomorrow between 12 and 2 o'clock p.m. Then just before 12 or whenever you're ready, you email me on It's Learning that I would like to continue writing. I will send you a code. Okay, so no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. On Friday, before 12, you email me and you tell me, Malin, I would like to finish my essay. Okay? You have class. But Nega, you will probably finish today, don't you think? It's just in case you didn't finish today. And after Easter, efter påsken, speaking and listening will be the focus. All right? Yes. I will stay here for a couple of more minutes, but if you leave now, I wish you a very nice holiday. Spend a lot of time outdoor in the forests, walking, exercising, reading books, okay, and relax. And see you not on Monday after the holiday because you are off, but on Wednesday in about 2 weeks from now. Okay? Have fun and goodbye. Write your name here in the chat so I know. Okay. Hej då, Danja. You're sweet. So. Okay, I'm going to shut down the streaming. Bye.